very important that we keep the laws of God for your wisdom and understanding in front of all the nations that you walk around here. Like the so-called Chinese man, in the Bible they call them the Moabites. The so-called white man, in the Bible they call them the Edomites. The so-called, we are above all people on the face of the earth. Your job is to keep God's laws. They spiritual. You represent God on the earth. If you don't keep the law of the beard, the other nations disrespect you. Call you a boy. Yeah, that's 1711. Sirach 1711. If you eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, you're gonna have health problems. The other nations can eat that. We can't eat that because we holy. It's unclean. Created in the Most High God's image. We the kings and gods of the earth. That's why this whole world out of order, because we not in our rightful place. We the salt of the earth. Without the salt, the whole world getting rotten. You know how you put salt on meat? Preserves. If we ain't in the right place, in the right order, this place gonna get rotten worse and worse. You got that?
Yeah. Sirach 17, verse 11. Besides this, he gave them knowledge and the laws of life for an heritage.
The laws of life for a heritage. He gave the children of Israel the law of life for a heritage in front of all the other nations. You're supposed to keep it. Give me Deuteronomy 4 and 6. We're supposed to keep the laws of life for a heritage. This is our culture that God gave us, the creator of heaven and earth gave us. We have to walk in order and discipline throughout our day. We got to be disciplined in order and keeping God's laws. If we don't, the other nations want us to be out of order and chaos. That's why they put, like the officer brung out, he said, our people are distracted with the Cardi B music. You see how people driving down the street with dirty communication, talking about their own self, they call themselves niggas and stuff. We ain't niggas, we the kings of the earth.
Yes, right. Deuteronomy 4, verse 6. Keep the four and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding.
This is your wisdom and understanding. When you keep the laws of God, this is your wisdom and understanding. So when you walk into a job and you have fringes on your clothes, you have a beard on your face, this is your wisdom and understanding in front of other nations.
That's right. In the sight of the nation which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely.
Read it again. In front of the other nation. In sight.
In the sight of the nation.
In the sight of the nation. In sight of the Chinese man. When he see you wearing fringes, he got some understanding of the scriptures. He ain't no dumb nigga. You know what I'm saying? You got more confidence in yourself now. You ain't got low self-esteem no more.
Which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
You're a wise and understanding people. Now they can say you a wise and understanding people because you got on fringes. You got your beard grown out. You ain't eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster when you on a lunch break. You studying the scriptures while you at work on lunch break. You a wise and understanding man. You look like a wise and understanding man when you keeping the laws of God. Give me Numbers 15:38.
Bring it out.
This is a commandment by the Most High God to separate us from all the other nations. When we have fringes on, that gives us wisdom and understanding in the sight of the other nations that hate us.
Number 15, verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel and beg them that they make them fringes in the border of their garment to tell the generation.
Throughout the generation, we still generating here. We still generating. The white man want us to keep, he got it set up to where they got Planned Parenthood to kill all the male children. Just like when we was in Egypt. Pharaoh set up, told the black women kill all the male children. Keep the women, keep the female child alive. See, the same stuff happened over and over.
In that fringe of the border ribbon of blue.
A ribbon of blue. You had to have a ribbon of blue on your clothes.
Right.
Y'all follow me? You understand? You understand, sir? You had a ribbon of blue on your clothes.
Right. Verse 39. And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it, and remember all.
And I want to be.
Remember all the commandment of the Lord.
So that's why we have this dress code, so we can remember all the commandments. You gotta remember the high holy days. You gotta remember God gave us a dietary law. He gave us moral civil laws to where how we deal with our brothers and sisters out here in the streets. He gave us ceremonial laws like the high holy days. We supposed to be celebrating the Passover, the Day of Atonement. We got to know all these laws. And he gave us statutes and judgments behind each law. So give me Leviticus 11:7. It's a judgment behind. So you understand, bro? Come to school and learn. While you here, we gotta get our spirit back right before Christ come back. If you ain't got your spirit right, if you ain't studying to show yourself approved, then you're going to get caught up in destruction.
The Leviticus 11 verse 7, in the swine.
You know what the swine is, right? Pig.
That they'll divide the hoof and be cloven footed.
The cloven foot. The pig got a cloven foot.
Yet he show not the cut. It is unclean to you.
Cheweth not the cud. He's unclean to you, because the pig was created by God to be a garbage waste. You know what I'm saying? When they go outside and eat anything, then it stores up toxins in their bodies, and then I see my people in the Kroger's grocery store. They got a pack of pork chops on their grocery cart. Now they're gonna have high blood pressure, diabetes, gout. They don't have no wisdom and understanding this off of basic scriptures.
Stop eating all that, man.
Yeah, because you destroying your body. You killing your own self. God said, I give you wisdom and understanding in front of the other nations to govern you, to protect you from evil. That's all we have to do. God's our protector. Like the officers were bringing out, he protects us against evil. And the people will understand that they fear you now. They ain't gonna fear you if you ain't keeping no commandments. They gonna look at you as a nigga. And you a boy. You got your face shaved off. I don't respect you. I don't respect you walking down the street marching for Black Lives Matter. You ain't even know your nationality.
Bring it out.
I don't respect you, boy. I might give one of your people some money to spoil you, give you Juneteenth so you can be a coon out here and dance with rap music and smoke weed all day. I give you Juneteenth Day. Joe Biden didn't do nothing for you. That's another nation.
Of the flesh shall he not eat, and the carcass.
You did right, brother.
Of the flesh shall he not eat it, and the carcass shall he not touch. They are unclean to you.
Pig is unclean to you. Give me Leviticus 20:25. These are the things that the pastors supposed to be teaching us when we got up them slave ships. But they never taught us that. They taught us a white Jesus. The laws are done away with and gave you a different gospel. So the other nations are having fun over us because we ain't keeping the laws no more. They having fun. This is their kingdom. You got the Chinese people come over here and set up shop. They set wigs up, Chinese food, and promote to our people. We ain't nothing but consumers and laborers.
That's right.
We consumers and laborers here in this Babylon captivity.
Brother, preach it.
Leviticus 20 verse 25. He shall therefore put difference between unclean beast and unclean, and between unclean fowl and clean. And he shall not make, Lord, he shall not make your soul abominable by the bees.
So you gotta know what clean food you can eat and what unclean food you don't supposed to eat. We don't supposed to eat pork, that's unclean. The other nations can eat it. Moab can eat it. They eat bat, rat, dog, cat. God didn't give them no dietary law.
Right.
He gave the laws to you.
Right.
That's why we supposed to be above all nations to walk in wisdom and understanding, because we are God's chosen people. We the ones went into slavery like the officers are bringing out.
Right.
Ain't no other nation go through that slavery like we did.
Right.
We stacked on a boat, close together, our brothers and sisters defecating on themselves, our women having periods on themselves on the boat. Who can go through all that? What nation can go through all that and survive today?
Right.
None of them. That's why we the strongest. We invented everything on the planet.
Right.
We spiritually stronger than these other nations, and physically stronger than these nations.
Right.
Now they took away our spiritual understanding and made us be like strong muscle men out here with no wisdom and understanding out here.
Right.
With no wisdom. Give me a. So you understand so far? Give me a Leviticus 11 and 9.
These shall he eat of all that are in the water, whatsoever are fins and scales.
These are the fish that you can eat that have fins and scales in all the waters, in the oceans, the rivers, the lakes. God has given you what to eat in this book.
In the sea and in the rivers, them shall he eat.
Them shall you eat. Like in the sea, you can eat red snapper. Oceans, fish that got fins and scales. Like the rivers, you can eat salmon, tuna. Make sure it's cooked. Now you know the Moabites, the Ammonites are the so-called Japanese people. They like to make sushi out of the fish, but we can't eat it raw like that. You know what I'm saying? We gotta have our fish cooked. Same with the meat. Can't have blood in our meat, like steaks. When I grew up, my great-grandfather, he burnt that steak to a crisp to make sure no blood in it.
Verse 10. And all that have not fins and scales in the sea, in the river, of all that move in the water, and of any living things which is in the water, they shall be an abomination unto you.
So these are the fish that got fins but don't have scales, like the shrimp, the catfish, because the catfish made to clean up the rivers. God has an order system to clean the world by itself. You know what I'm saying? Like like you see a lot of crab shacks popped up all of a sudden in Louisville. The so-called nation that's running this place is the nation of Edom. They take all the oysters out the water. That's God's filter system. They taking all the filter out the water. Now all the oceans and stuff is polluted because the oyster's job is to filter the water out. But the so-called nation of Edom, the so-called white man, he takes it out and sell it to our people. Make crab shacks. A whole lot of crab shacks popped up. Lobsters, the lobsters, they like cockroaches in the water. They eat up all the dead fish in the water. God has a job for every animal. And he gave us certain foods that are clean to eat, not the unclean. Because when we eat the unclean, we get sick. We get high blood pressure, diabetes, gout. Then next thing you know, our people eat it for a continual long time, then your arms and feet get cut off. Because you gotta go to your enemy to get surgery. And then he'll tell you what you been eating. I've been eating pork. Well, you can't eat that no more. You gotta cut down from it. But God already told you that in the Bible. Stop eating the pork.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.